Yeah, I feel like I keep trying to like push, like I didn't do my dishes last night, and I've been trying to make a point to do my dishes at night before I go to bed. And I woke up feeling like crap, but I was like, I have to do this because I have a baby and I can't have dirty dishes, and she can't have dirty dishes.
So what was in the
like
way of
literally painful. Like I just like I still did it. So I'm proud of myself for that.
So tell me what's been different.
Kagan's been more upset, I think. And maybe I haven't felt like I've had the support that I really needed from like my family lately, even though my grandma's been super sweet. I mean, like people have still been like sweet and give me things, but I just like, I don't know, I just miss them.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Kagan to try to make me feel like such a terrible person because I can't accept the way that he's treated me just like bums me out.
Well, I mean, most people
I feel like he's gaslighting me, and I guess it just puts me in an uncomfortable place. And then my ex-husband texted me that he loved me, and it made me mad. Like I just feel like I have this anger the past few days that I'm having a hard time with. And then I blew up on Kevin because his ex, who's his baby mama, who's like 3 months pregnant, who he's trying to kick out of his house during the freaking pandemic, told me that, well, showed me messages about him being all proud that he manipulated me and being all proud that he got what he wanted, and then basically like stopped talking to me instead of continuing to be my friend. And I hadn't really remembered that like I'd slept with him, and so like it kind of like hit me hard last week. Like I kind of like, I don't know, it's just like it didn't register to me. And then it was like, oh fuck, yeah, that happened. And like I was involved in stuff. It's not like he did something to me. It's just like I was just like in a weird state where I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like I was just vulnerable and in a strange place. And so it wasn't my intention to cheat on Kagan, and I thought like I'd made it through our relationship without that, but I didn't. And that makes me mad.
How long ago was that?
December, January, maybe.
So is Kagan mad about it?
No, I didn't tell Kagan. I didn't think that would help anything.
No.
I mean, we're not dating right now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it would be helpful.
Yeah. So after our last jump, you were almost completely blissed out. How did that start changing?
Well, I felt really good, and then I think this stuff with Kagan, like he's just like so upset with things, and like he's not treating me the same, and he's being weird to me, and he's being cold to me, and like he says I'm not allowed to tell him that I love him because it hurts too much, and so he's not going to tell me he loves me either. And I don't know, it's just like either way we have a kid together. I need you to be a responsible human. I need you to be thoughtful. I need you to be compassionate.
So,
but instead drinking more, and then he calls me drunk, and he calls me angry, and then it makes me angry. And then I told him that I gained 3 pounds from eating. Like I was below my goal weight. I was below 125. And then the past couple of days, I've been eating 3 meals a day and making sure I stay on top of it with Maisie. And I've been feeling really good about it, despite the messes that it makes, that I do not like cleaning up. I've made some good food, and it's tasted good. And so I've eaten, and it's hard for me to eat a whole plate, but I can eat a little bit at a time. And so I've been making like my little things, and it's been making me feel good. And then I gained weight, and like instantly it's like, but it's like, no, it's good that I gained weight. I needed to gain weight. And so I'm trying to like reiterate in my head. And so then whenever I tell him, and he's trying to pretend like he cares about me, and he just completely ignores me. And then I bring it up that he ignored me, and he was like, oh, I don't really know what to say about that. And it's like, okay, fine. Because I just need support, and I guess I I was an idiot to think that he would be willing to give it to me, considering he says that he's trying and he wants to love me and all that
Honey, he
bullshit.
just can't. He isn't just not capable. What happened to this beautiful man? Why are you focused on Kagan when you had this beautiful man speaking to you?
He's not really been talking to me much. I feel like I'm on the back burner for him. Like he knows I'm not good enough for him.
Oh, I don't think that's true. So what do you think changed it?
I just think I really like him a lot more than he likes me, because I think about him more than he thinks about me. He doesn't text me or anything. Like if I text him good morning and I don't hear back for hours, then I don't know. Or he said he was going to video chat me a few times and then he didn't. Like he was like, oh, I'm tired tonight, or oh, I stayed out too late, or oh, I did this. And so it's just like, at the point that you blow me off 3 times because you have other stuff to do, like I get it, but like obviously you don't like me. Obviously you don't want me. Because if I like somebody, there's gonna be like, I'll text them and be like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to video chat you until this time, or hey, we're only gonna have like a minute, but I want to at least say goodbye to you, or something like that, or good night to you, because I'm just like that. But I understand guys are different, and maybe I just want someone to be crazy about me.
Well, I think you want that, but you'd go crazy if somebody were crazy about you.
It's true. I just want someone to like passionately love me and want me as bad as I want them.
Well, we have to find the right person, right? And you reaching and having an interaction with a solid guy for 1 minute. I mean, did you know him as a person or just online?
I know him as a person.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. He's just really nice.
Honey, I just want you to say, I just need for you to hear that it's not that you're not good enough for anyone, right? It's what you think about yourself.
I just don't feel like I'll be able to have a good, bright person in my life like that.
That's just not true, right? But could it be possible that, all your awareness turned towards these problems with Kagan and maybe your energy shifted?
I don't know.
Because your energy feels very different than it did even the other day, even though we were doing some really hard work.
Yeah.
Your energy feels...
I've been trying to fight through it. Like I danced and sang in the shower. Like I've been trying. It's just...
I know, but you don't have to fight through it, right? You can reach out, and you've always got support right here, Brooke.
Maybe I'm internalizing some of that rejection again. Maybe I just keep feeling rejected over and over again, and it's hard for me to wonder why I deserve that, why I'm not good enough, even if I think I am, even if I'm trying to be better, even if I think, even if I repeatedly
from the outside looking in,
it doesn't feel that way.
From the outside looking in,
Everyone agrees.
If I stood you next to Kagan, I think the most people on the planet would see you like this, not like this.
I know.
Right? So
I don't care about most people.
Huh?
I don't care about most people.
Well, but you're internalizing what you think people are thinking, and I don't believe it to be true. Right?
I only care about the individuals who care about me and what they think of me. And then if they think bad things of me, then obviously there's something.
But could it be possible that instead they're feeling like they can't measure up? Because with Kagan, he's feeling like he can't measure up.
I know.
So that's
not. He doesn't want to.
Well, he's feeling
He'd rather die.
He feels like he can't right now. But that being said, that's different than everybody thinking you're not good enough. It's really quite the opposite.
I just don't know why I don't deserve for anybody to stick around. Like, I can't even have a fucking friend.
I get it. I kind of feel the same way. But you do have a friend, right?
Yeah.
I feel the same way. It's just you're vibrating a lot higher than a lot of people, right?
It's just lonely.
And you're playing with the lowest common denominator of people.
I like those people.
I understand. But could it be possible to like some people that aren't so precarious?
I mean, if they were healed. I mean, I have a hard time conversating with people who lack
The depth. I know.
the
I
depth.
get that, right? And we get that by the trauma, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, have moved through and could be in, you know, the place you are, right? And I think that maybe you're not going to find that here in this town,
Maybe.
right? Or, you know, maybe you're going to find that online, right? And be able to grow something different than what is here,
Yeah.
you know? Because you're brilliant.
I'm lonely.
I know. I know. I'm lonely too. I get it.
And I have all this love, and I just feel like I'm like just gonna explode. And it just like turns to anger because I can't do anything with it.
I know.
And I don't know what to do, and I just feel stuck.
So could it be possible that that love could go in different ways than a broken man?
For sure. I mean, I love Maisie. I love my dog.
Right? And, you know, could it be possible that that love could be turned out to help other people?
I mean, whenever I can interact with other people in 6 months.
Well, you can interact with people like right now. Like we're getting ready to start an online group. Like a lot of people are just, a lot of everything's going online right now.
Right. Sorry, I'm getting the baby situated too. Here you go, gorgeous. Woo! You gonna dancey dance? You gonna sit in that chair? You just gonna sit in the rocking chair?
Oh,
Would you kitty? I don't even know what this is. Sorry, I stepped on something. Squish chip. She seems happy. Yeah, I think that group will be helpful. I tried to start like a Como after inpatient group whenever I got out of Centerpoint because I did group therapy there for years and I loved it. But then once my insurance changed, they told me I couldn't come anymore.
yeah. So we're gonna start that, and
But I love group therapy.
yeah, we're gonna start that next week. Okay, so that's gonna at least be, you know, I think I have about 6 people interested right now. So that's gonna be, you know, some people to start gathering.
That'd be
And
good.
yeah, yeah, I know because you know, I think a lot of people are feeling that isolation and, you know, alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I think it just, I don't know.
Well, I think that every time Kagan enters the picture, you end up like this. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
He hasn't been around, and you were just flying high.
But he just makes me feel like it's my fault.
Like what? What is your fault?
That I don't know, like I wasn't patient enough with him or I couldn't stick around and help him or whatever it was. It's just whenever I talk to him, he just tells me he's so sad and that he just doesn't feel like there's anything he can do to make me happy or help me or anything. And I'm like, no, all you have to do is just be you and be the healthiest, happiest you can be. And that's the man I fell in love with. He was a freaking, like, he was stunting at his job, like he was having a great time, like he was confident in his job. He didn't tell me some sore thing on his body every 5 fucking seconds, because that's just how he is. I mean, I get it. I'm in chronic pain, but I'm not going to say every single thing that hurts all the fucking time. We're getting old. Like, it's just going to keep happening and keep getting worse. And the worse you take care of your body, the worse it's going to get. And so I can't help him because he doesn't want to listen to any of the things I say. And so it just makes me feel powerless. But then I have this man that just keeps coming at me.
Well, here's the thing. He's actually on my calendar.
Good. That makes me happy.
Right? So I'd love for you to move the focus away from him, because you are not going to change him.
I don't want to. I have this hold. Like, he just has this hold on me. And I just love him.
You can love him and hold him accountable as well.
Yeah.
Right? And just be like, when you decide to get some of your stuff fixed, we can look at things differently. Right? I mean, truly, like, you've done a lot of work.
I have.
Yeah.
Sit down, baby. You're just fine. There you go. Got your ball. I think she was stuck in the chair.
Mm-hmm. You've done a lot of work and he hasn't. Like, that is, and look, Emmett Fox says you can't change your mind without changing your environment.
Right.
Right? And when we change our environment, our mind has to shift as well. You've done all of those things. Right? He has not. He has not done anything. Right? So, if you weren't already here, like, now you're like this.
Yeah.
Right?
What is your problem?
So this interaction with this, I'm not, you feel pretty upset today. I don't know if you want to jump, but like this space with this Kevin guy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he wasn't trying to hurt me or anything. I don't know. I just don't think of people like that, and I don't want to. And I don't want to have to consider that people are manipulating me. I just want them to be freaking good people. And I don't let that many people in my life, so I don't know why it just keeps happening.
Well, because, you're attracting the same kind of people over and over again. Right? Now that has the opportunity to be different.
Yeah.
It does have the opportunity to be different. And, start a new cycle.
That's what I want. It's just, yeah.
And it's all very new. Right? And I think seeing the discrepancy around Kagan is an important step, right? To you realizing what you actually really want, right? Because you could have people that have that depth, that are people like me, right? You can find a guy that like has evolved and worked through that to where it becomes an open space for compassion and love versus, like people like Kagan, there's very little of him left here.
Yeah. Which is why I can't expect him to give any part of him to me, because he doesn't.
He just can't. Yeah, he just can't. He's incapable. No matter how much he wants to. Which makes him feel like shit too.
Yeah. But he knows what he has to do.
He does. and he is on the books, right? So that's a step.
Yeah.
Even if you guys aren't together, you can co-parent, right?
Right.
Is he
And
having interaction with Macy at all?
he's seen her once, and FaceTimed us once since we've moved
How does
on
she
the
feel
20th.
about that?
She was crying and asking for her dad, and I FaceTimed him, and he was drunk and didn't want to show his face. Like, she was crying and saying, "Dad, dad, dad." And so I called him, and he was drunk and an idiot. Didn't want to see her. Didn't want to talk to her. Didn't give a shit that she was upset. So, but since I got pissed off about that, he's tried to be better. But like, he told me, like, the next situation after that, it was a Monday, which is the only night that he works nights right now too. And he told me that he would try to give us a call if he got off early enough. And I'm like, you could literally give us a call any other day of the week when you're not working 12 freaking hours. So if you want to only pick the day that you're freaking working a night and you're probably not going to get off till past 9 when your child's asleep, and pretend like you're going to actually like want to talk to us just so that you can get off work late and not talk to us and give me some sense of hope that you actually have the desire to, but you just can't, it's just annoying to me. I'm not an idiot. If you don't want to talk to us, don't fucking talk to us. Leave us the fuck alone. So then and I got pissed off at him about that. And so then he saw her in person whenever I went to get stuff. And she was just saying dad, dad, dad over again because she was so excited to see him. And he's video chatted us once since then. So I think maybe seeing her made a difference. I don't know. I don't think my bitching or getting angry did anything, but I just felt so powerless. I didn't know what else to do. Because I don't want to have to keep explaining why her dad's shitty to her. But I can. I will.
Well,
it's not her fault. And it's not anything that she did or she can do, or it's nothing she's lacking.
mm-mm. So it seems like Kagan is kind of at the crux of all this.
Yeah. And I guess I just let, like, I don't know, maybe I did let a piece of hope back in. And that's why it hurts so bad again.
What made you build up the hope for him?
I think I just believed him whenever he said that he wanted it. And whenever he told me he was upset about not being together. I guess seeing his emotions about not being together made me think that he would actually be willing to try in a different way. But that was foolish.
Well, it has opened the door for him to decide he needed some help.
That's good.
And make the step, right? So maybe it is just not, in the miraculous way that, you wanted to see it happen.
Well, I didn't expect anything overnight. I mean, I freaking applied to move in November. I could have said no, I'm going to stay here at any fucking point.
Well,
I
no,
didn't have to
what
move.
I'm saying is that for him, often, like, things have to crash before people make a change.
I'm just not into it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Then why are
I don't want to have to make things crash in order for him to decide that he needs to do something.
So
I don't want to
why
have
are
to
you
be a
so
part
sad
of
about it then?
the fucking, the mess that he needs in order to be motivated.
Yeah. So I think you need to think about why you're sad about that then. Because on one hand, you feel very done.
I do. And it's freeing to think about not ever being part of his mess.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel really good.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, saying, all right, I'm going to be patient right now. And I'm going to allow somebody to come in that isn't a mess.
Yeah.
What would that feel like?
I just don't even know what that person is.
Well, that's not saying that a person like isn't going to have their stuff.
Because
But
I know every person, I mean, living with another person or being with another person is just an adjustment. Coexisting with other people.
absolutely. But then we have people like Kagan, whose life, like, you know, he's just fractured like this. Right? Or you've got the Asperger's guy. It's like you're choosing the hardest people.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, this goes back to that love having to be so hard and hurt.
Yeah. I just don't know why people want to live like that.
Well, I think you have to think about you like, you know, 6 months ago. You didn't believe there was help.
But I never stopped. Like, I never said I'm not going to try a new supplement. I never said I'm not going to try a new diet. I never said I'm not going to try affirmations. I never said I'm not going to try meditation. Even if meditation doesn't work for me one day, it might work for me another day. And even if it doesn't work for me for 3 fucking weeks straight, if it works for me one day, then it works for me and I'll keep at it because that's what you're supposed to fucking do. Like, even if I don't have hope, I'm still going to put the hard work in because I'm not dead yet. And I just don't understand.
That's what
I don't know
sets
how
you
you give
apart,
up
honey.
before you die. Like,
That's what sets you apart.
I don't know why it makes me mad though.
Well, it's hard to watch somebody that you can see potential and not reach it.
Yeah.
Right? And he is the father of your kid, so it's almost like you're getting a divorce. It's different than just breaking up with someone.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're always going to be connected to him in some way. Right? And that is a space that, you know, you just getting clear, right? And deciding how much you want him to be in and being able to step back and go, all right, I'm going to objectively watch and see if there's change. Because I'll be honest, like, I had a dad like Kagan, and no dad would have been better than the dad I had.
Because he's yours. Yeah.
No, I'm saying having no dad would have been better than the dad I had.
Oh.
Absolutely would have been would have been better, right? Because he allowed and caused a lot of harm, right? And having no role model is better than having a really horrible one.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, I think the way our world is right now, you know, that's something that a lot of kids are having to come to terms with. Like, you know, your dad loved you, but he was a sick person. And it wasn't healthy for you to have this sick person around. If and when he gets better, that'll be a new choice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I know my mother used to say to me when so after something horrible would happen, and she would say to me, but little girls need their daddies.
But
Right?
you did.
I was
Yeah.
sitting there thinking, I don't need that. Nobody needs that.
Right.
Right? Nobody needs that. So, you know, I think stepping into that space, you know, you have the opportunity to give this girl what you didn't have, right? The kids that are babies right now, like, the world's going to be different for them after this.
Completely different. It's
Completely
amazing.
different. And I think women are going to be in a very different place because women are what's keeping the world going right now.
We are. We really are.
You know, and us stepping into that space, you know, and realizing, all right, this kid needs to get through life without being raped.
Yep.
She needs to get through understanding how brilliant she is and why she's here and how much magic she has and how what she's bringing to the world. She needs that because the world needs different women.
Strong women. Yeah.
It needs women that understand, hey, I'm mother to everyone fucking here. Right? Because in reality, we have birthed everyone here. That means we raised everyone here. And we taught everyone here how to treat us. So, you know, I think it's us going, all right. I look at my granddaughter and I'm like, you know, she'll look at you and she'll say, this is my body. You don't touch my body. It's like, all right. Right?
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Right? And she's not afraid. She's just like, don't fucking touch me. This is my body. Just tell that to her. He'll be, you know, he'll come. You're like, don't touch my body. It's like, all right, right?
Right.
You know, and I think you know, that's a big job you have right now. Is to say that little girl is a new seed for a new way of being. And she's yours.
Yeah. She's squishy. She's magical.
Well,
Sweet.
and, you know, allowing her to be why she came here to be, right? And having somebody in her life that causes harm is only going to set her start
And
burying
seeing,
her in the dirt, you know?
yeah. And seeing what he does to me.
Yeah.
Because she knows how I am on a regular basis. And then
Right.
she knows how I am when Kagan's around.
And so it's, you know, there's a level of her learning on of how a man should treat a woman and what's acceptable, right? And the way he behaves is not acceptable.
No.
No?
Not right now.
Not be shit-faced drunk around his child. He should not be.
No.
Mm-mm. You know?
It's not cool. They don't get it. I
No.
don't. Yeah.
Plus, an alcoholic brain, like, it does a lot of damage to a child. You know, that's a whole different warped freaking way of thinking, right? Plus, he's got PTSD, so he's PTSD and alcoholism. Like, the way he's thinking is not clear.
Yeah. I remember it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, having had an alcoholic father with PTSD, like, I can say that, like, that, you know, changing the way I think about things and the words I use has been the most difficult piece, right? Because that's so ingrained. And
I
it
don't
made
want
it,
that.
yeah, right? And, you know, you did that, right? You let the alcohol go.
Yeah. It was really hard.
Mm-hmm. So,
And I'm down to 8 cigarettes a day.
awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the last time we worked on the sex addiction thing, how's that feeling?
Really good. I don't feel so desperate.
Good.
I don't feel like I'm gonna I don't feel like I'm gonna break who I am to have sex right now. But no, I feel good about it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
It felt really complete when we, good.
Yeah. I feel good about it.
Well,
I
what
feel
I
like
urge
I
you,
really feel like I get to choose who I have sex with now, which does make me feel good. Like I do have a confidence in that is my choice now, and that I don't have to worry about something happening. Like I know that weird stuff happened with Kevin. It was still my choice, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, going forward, I know I have options. I've always had options. It's just, I don't
I
know.
understand. It doesn't have the weird craving behind it.
Yeah, that grossness that I don't like.
Um, well, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's super amazing. And, you know, I would urge you to just connect in with me more. Why are you
Okay.
crying? Why are you crying?
Because I haven't felt that way in years. I haven't felt like love, like sex is like a love thing for so long. And to not have it feel gross is weird and good.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a big thing to measure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and I just urge you to connect in more so that you don't feel so alone.
Yeah. I'm not good at it.
I know, but you can reach out to me in Boxer every day, right?
Okay.
And, you know, we can meet a couple times a week or something. It doesn't have to be for a long time, but just enough to say, hey, Brooke, how you doing?
I just keep thinking like I have just like little hiccups and I'm like, oh, I'll get over it. And then today just kicked my ass.
Yeah.
But I got done what I wanted to get done. So I keep saying it kicked my ass, but I did what I needed to do.
Yep.
So
So it didn't really, did it?
no, it just felt like it did.
It's more that Kagan, like, coughed his germs all over you.
I know. It's gross. Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me, right?
That he just has this shit that he doesn't know what to do with. So he's like, here, you deal with it too.
Well, you're an empath, so it's like you're sponging it off of him too.
Right. I'm just like, yeah, always willing to accept it.
So I think that, you know, you going, especially after an interaction with him, going, I would love for you to be very clear about what you feel like before you talk to him. Like, just do a body scan. Go, all right, I'm feeling really good. All right, I'm going to have this conversation with Kagan. At the end of it, if you're feeling all upset and depressed, I'd be like, how much of this is mine?
Right.
And what's not mine, let's send it back.
Right.
Right? And see what happens, right? Because I think you starting to make a distinction around that is going to change life because you're connected to him right now.
Yeah.
Because it truly feels like this has more to do with you, like with Kagan.
Yeah. Because I like myself. I'm happy with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with Maisie. I'm so excited about our place. Like, I love my family. Like, I don't know. I'm getting hopeful that I can work one day. Like, I don't know. My plants are alive and happier than they were, which makes me really happy.
You're going to work, dude. I see
I
you
feel
doing
good
some
about it.
amazing things.
I know it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Right? Because
I
you're
keep telling myself it's
definitely here for more than just being in that apartment, for sure. Right? And I think, you know, I'm going to send you a link to this group, right? And, you know, just being a part, I think is going to be powerful of a different kind of people.
I have to start doing the affirmations again.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because I did like those, and I haven't done them since I've moved.
Yeah. Yeah. Get her to do them with you.
Miss Moo. Yeah. She's helped me wash the dog yesterday. It was so cute. She like put her hand on him, like rubbed in his soap. Like she wanted to grab the waters while I was rinsing him to help rinse. And I was like, I'm gonna do this part, but it was so cute. It was so sweet. And Pig was like, okay, I guess this is fine. It was really cute.
I know. See, there's happiness there.
Yeah. It was really sweet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's going to be really powerful for you to just start creating distinctions about that. Like, no, it's not that I'm unhappy. He's unhappy.
And he deserves to be for what he's been doing. Like, it makes sense. It's not my fault. Yeah.
It's not your fault at all.
I didn't get it. Yeah.
And
well, he doesn't deserve to be long term. It's just what he's choosing.
Yeah, that's what he's choosing right now. And you know, and let that be his. Right? And the loneliness, I think that there's a lot of people out there that are feeling alone right now. Yeah. And so yeah, I think that this internet is a godsend for where we are right now.
It's really cool, yeah.
Because back in the day, my grandma lived through the last big one and lost a child, and they were sequestered in and like couldn't talk to anyone, right? There were no phones or anything. So, you know, so I'm going to be excited to have you in the group. And yeah, how are you feeling?
Better.
Good.
Better.
Good. Good.
I have this tinge of like mourning, I think, but I think that's okay.
Well, you are mourning, right? You were hoping to have a life with him.
I really did.
Yeah.
And I don't want to start over, but I would rather start over than continue that.
Yeah. Right? He's not good for you.
He's
not good for her.
He's definitely not good for me, and he's not good for her right now with how he is.
Right? And you know, anytime that we break up with someone, there's a mourning there. And you just have to go, all right, like that is what it is. I'm letting that go.
Yeah.
And just not make it be something else, right? So I have a tendency that, you know, I think we have a tendency when we're coming out of all this struggle to, like, if we feel the slightest amount of pain, put it in the old bucket.
Yeah.
So right now, just be like, no, this isn't anything about the old bucket. This is Kagan acting like Kagan and being inappropriate and not being a dad.
Yeah.
And let it be there, but rather than over here, you know? Because that's not about you. Like, that's not about you being enough. That's about him being a drug addict and an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll get better. I know it's better. It's already a lot better.
It's a lot better. And, you know, I mean, it's that space of like when our environment has to change, right? That's often uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And he's part of the environment that really needs to change.
Yeah.
It's like an alcoholic hanging out at the bar, right?
Right. As long as he's doing it, there's nothing, there's nothing anybody can say to him. That's home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I do feel better. Thank you.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
So don't let yourself get there, right? Reach out to me earlier.
Okay.
Right? Because this collective like energy is tough anyway.
Right.
And, so connect back in. Like if you start feeling sad, be like, sure, I'm feeling sad, right? So we can just like, do what we can to thwart it.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel good?
I feel a lot better.
Okay, good. All right.
Like I said, I got my tinge of morning, but I know that's just going to be there for a minute, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I do feel a lot better. Like overall, like my body, my mind, my heart, like my soul feels better.
Perfect. Because I feel like you sent a lot of that back to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
It just wasn't yours.
Yeah.
Now, what I noticed as an empath, when I would take on other people's stuff, it felt like, getting a blood transfusion of the wrong blood.
Yeah.
Right? My body felt awful. Just everything went like from here to here. Right? So that's, yeah, it's kind of what happened with you. Right? So just being able to recognize that and be like, oh, that's not mine.
Yeah.
Turn it back quickly. It's an exercise for you right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd love for you to jump on the calendar a couple times next week so that you're tapped in.
Okay. Right? I wasn't sure if I was actually scheduled further or not because I looked at my calendar and I was like, I have no clue when I see her again.
Yeah, you don't have any other ones scheduled.
Okay, I'll schedule some.
Yeah. And hop on kind of at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week, so that we can, not go like a whole week without touching it.
Well, at the beginning of the week, I felt like I was doing really good.
Yeah. I know.
I'd also not really talked to Kagan, so it was different. It's kind of living in a fantasy world where you didn't exist for a minute, I think.
Well, you were getting a glimpse of what life could look like.
Without him, yeah. Like truly without him, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes I think it's important, especially when we've been in just a string of abusive relationships, it's important to go, all right, I'm going to stand still for a minute and be with myself, because being alone is better than that. Right?
Yeah.
And it is. Being alone is better than that.
I do feel much more free and like open and less like pounded into the ground right now.
Good. Good. So what's kind of hanging over you right now?
I think it's just hard for me to let go.
Yeah.
I fought for him. I love my husband. I need to leave my husband anyways, but like I love my husband and went straight to him. And I cheated on my husband with him. And I don't know. Just what I thought it was going to be.
Well, and maybe that is a cycle from the past, right?
Right.
Because
I jumped from my boyfriend who went into the Navy in high school to Colin. Because Colin was there for me whenever Cody became an alcoholic and was terrible to me. Colin was there for me, and I was with him for 9 years and married him. And then whenever Kagan was there for me, whenever Colin was being terrible, I went to him.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's time to realize that these men aren't really knight in shining armors, are they?
No, they have their own agendas.
Yeah, so it's not like they're being your savior.
No. because I left Colin on my own.
Yeah.
And I left Cody on my own. Like, I don't know.
But I mean, while you were with them, it's not like they were like, you know, saving you, right?
Right. They just saved me from feeling lonely or guilty or bad about the situation, basically. Not that I didn't, it's just I didn't so much. And someone's telling me how wonderful I am and how much they love me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't really have to end relationships. It was just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to feel the end of a relationship.
I think it's important that you spend some time with you.
Yeah.
Between things.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you can realize how much power you have and how much you can actually do on your own, then it's like less about needing someone.
Right.
It is about wanting someone.
Right.
Right? Because when we feel like we're in a relationship and we need someone, then whatever they're needing, it's like we're mourning all of that too. Right?
Well, and I think that's why I've kind of backed off with this guy that I really like. That's really nice. Like, I don't know. Like, I decided I'm not going to keep texting him first and stuff like that. Like, I'm just going to give him space, and if something happens, it happens. But currently, it's just, yeah, I don't need to do that.
And it's a weird time, right? Like it's a
I don't
very
need to chase anybody. Yeah.
yeah. It's not
Super
like you
weird.
can physically see him anyway.
Right. Just like the idea of, like, I don't know, having like a long distance relationship 6 miles away for a couple months and then having it be something great once we actually get to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Having something established before any type of physical intimacy or anything like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like the idea of that, but I guess I could do that without a quarantine. And I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're just being called to like see how strong you are.
Yeah. So even though, yeah, so maybe I was supposed to really like this guy, and maybe he was supposed to have his own life and not constantly think about me too.
Or maybe like you're being able to see that really liking somebody is that coming from a place of just being lonely, or do you actually really like it?
Yeah, what I like about them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's something to think about.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, you're used to filling that placeholder.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't know what he's going through, like where he is, or like what, you don't know.
Yeah.
So I think allowing that to evolve versus pushing it is smart.
Yeah. It's just different for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he messaged you first, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was his message about?
He messaged me a few times. The first one was just that I looked really happy, and he was happy for me being happy. And the second one was about, like, I don't remember, like, he'd gotten divorced and stuff like that. And about me living on my own. He was happy that I was living on my own and stuff. And that he's living on his own and how great it is.
Mm-hmm.
And how he's learning to like new things and how great that is.
Well, it sounds like you guys are both in very similar places.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so maybe he's learning to be him too.
Yeah. And he's kind of told me that, like, he's like, he said he's always been in a relationship with a girl, and it's just kind of molded him, and he's just kind of went all in, and he doesn't want to do that anymore. And I was like, I don't want to do that anymore either. But then like my head is like, oh, but we just need to talk to him all the time. And if he doesn't want to talk to us 24/7, then he obviously hates us.
Right. But now you can talk back to that because you know that's not true.
Right.
Mhm.
I just have to remember it's not. It's just like the feeling registers before I can catch it.
Right.
Like,
How old do you feel when you say that? How old do you feel?
You know, probably a preteen. 11.
How old?
11.
11? Mm-hmm. Where is she?
I don't know.
Who was your boy? Did you have a boyfriend at 11?
Oh no. No. I used to. Like, yeah, in 5th grade. I kind of had like my first like real boyfriend, Matt. And he was kind of chubby, and he had snakes. And he had like a birthday party. We went to his house, and like I really liked his snakes and stuff for his birthday party, and his mom really liked me. But after his birthday party, he didn't want to talk to me ever again. So, but he wanted to kiss me in his room, and I didn't kiss anybody, so I didn't kiss him.
Ah, I see.
Then he didn't want to be my boyfriend anymore.
All right, that's kind of what I was seeing. Do you want to go get her?
She's probably okay.
Your face doesn't look okay. We don't have to do it today, but I think that that's a spot, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I just miss. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. I guess we could. We played a game. I didn't win. I got like 3rd place, but we played a game where where you eat a plate of whipped cream. You try to find a bubble gum ball.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done that?
No.
You can't blow a bubble after you've eaten a bunch of whipped cream, like a bubble gum ball. Like it's something about like how it coats your mouth or something. It's very hard to blow a bubble after you've had whipped cream. After it's been in whipped cream and you've had whipped cream in your mouth, so you eat the whole plate of whipped cream, and then you try to blow a bubble, and whoever blew a bubble first would win. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of weird, but I really liked it. I think, I don't know, I would do it again.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. His mom was so nice.
So the little girl didn't know what happened.
No. Because I thought it was cool. I don't know. I got to see his snakes. I thought he would want to meet my dog. I don't know.
How do you feel about her? You want to go talk to her?
Yeah, we could try it.
Why do you feel hesitant today?
I just hear that that's not going to help us.
Okay.
But I don't know why it wouldn't.
Who
Because
do
they've
you
said
think
that before, that
Huh?
it wasn't going to help us. But they've said that before, that it wasn't going to help us and that they don't trust you. But I trust you. And you've helped us before. And logically, I know that. It's just a feeling of getting lost and stuck. And
But you've never gotten lost or stuck, have you?
no, I'm more lost and stuck whenever before.
Mm-hmm. So where are you? Are you at his house?
Yeah.
All right. As a grown-up? You need to be a grown-up outside. Right. Sure, you're the grown-up. Are you there? What are you
Florida,
experiencing?
Florida doesn't have grass. I'm trying to remember what the front of the house looks like.
Oh, okay.
Help. Why not has? But it did have siding.
We can just go inside if you remember what the inside looks like.
Start farmhouse. Yeah. I remember what his bedroom looks like, and I remember what the living room kind of looks like. Its general size, carpet, stuff.
Okay. So let's just come in the front room, like by the front door.
Okay.
Let me know when you're there.
Okay.
I lost you.
I was trying to come in by the front door where there's tile.
Yeah, I lost your picture.
Oh, sorry, my phone is.
That's
I
okay.
used to. Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, so you were in the front room?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the entryway before the living room, and then the hallway to his room.
Okay. And where is she?
His room.
Okay. So let's go back there. What are you seeing?
His bed. The snake cages. Them standing on the side of the room, kind of talking. probably like his closet. I'm trying to remember the snakes because they made me comfortable. I know there was a really long orange snake I liked, the corn snake. And the ball python.
What's he doing?
Just talking and holding hands.
Is she comfortable?
No. He's holding both of her hands.
Why?
Because he wants to kiss her.
Okay, so she feels that coming.
Yes, and she does not want that.
Okay. And what does she do?
She steps back.
Okay. And does he leave her alone?
He talks and asks questions. Like I can't just say, like I can't just say no. Like I have to like explain it because he's my boyfriend. So if I say no, why would I say no? Because he's my boyfriend.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
All right. And what does she do?
She goes back out.
All right. So can you take her outside of the house now? Ask her if she'll go with you. Go for a walk. Let me know when you've gotten her outside. What's she feeling?
Proud.
Good. Tell her how powerful that was. Nobody should touch her body. Yeah.
Yeah, she did the right thing.
Yeah. She did the right thing. She took care of herself. And yeah, we are here on purpose because Brooke needs to take care of herself.
So we're sitting kind of where the sidewalk, like the house is on a corner.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting like near the corner.
Yeah. And how's she doing? And she needs to understand that it doesn't matter whether this guy calls her again or not, because obviously he was wanting something different than she was. And that's okay too.
I don't think she fully like got it. She was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think she knew that she was getting broken. We didn't know we were getting broken up with. We just
Well, should we jump ahead so that we can deal with that with her? Or is she okay?
I think she's okay.
Okay, perfect.
I think she understands.
Okay, perfect. What else does she need right now? What's she saying?
Is he gonna make fun of me on the bus because I'm a pup patrol?
Yeah. And does he?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, tell her that she's got enough power. She doesn't have to allow that. She can not accept it.
She's the one with the badge. She's got a badge. She's got her sash.
Good.
She can do this thing. We're very proud we get to fold flags still. It's okay. It's nothing to be scared of or worried about that someone's going to make fun of. It's good things. So he doesn't have anything on us. It's very good. Do nothing wrong.
She feels pretty good, huh? She feeling good?
Yeah. Yeah.
She ready to come back home with you?
I think so. She's plain as sand.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So can you ask her if she'd like to come home with you?
Yes.
Perfect.
We're going to say no to all the boys we don't want to kiss. And that's okay, because we can do that.
Yep.
And it'll be good.
She ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's play the game. We're going to start spinning. We're going to spin faster, 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 faster. Yeah, spinning so fast, you can't see anything anymore. You can't see her. As the spinning begins to slow and your feet touch back down to the earth. Grown-up Brooke is the only one left. There she is. Is that real and true for you? If you look in the house, is she gone? Close your eyes and look back. Is she gone? Do you see her anywhere?
I don't see her in the room.
Perfect. Perfect. Is she anywhere outside?
No, I just want to make sure she's not like in the living room or something, that there's not something else that I'm not found.
Are you feeling like there is?
Well, I have that very strong good memories, which is good.
Perfect.
Like the moms and the bubble gum and all that good stuff, you know. Birthday parties.
It's okay for the good ones to stay there.
Yeah, I think that's still there.
Perfect. All right. So we're going to bring you back. Going to drop down through the atmosphere. through the clouds, through the roof, through the top of your head, into your corpus callosum. Draw that energy behind your eyes back. You're going to fill up your chest, your arms, your fingers, your belly, your thighs, your calves, all the way to the bottoms of your feet. Take your awareness to the big toe of your right foot. Can you find your pulse there?
Yeah.
Your left foot?
Oh, no, my right foot.
Huh?
So, no, that was my right foot.
All right, can you do your left foot? Can you find your pulse in your left foot?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Welcome home.
Thank you.
She's a powerful little girl, and you needed that here today. Say, I don't want any of that. No. She didn't have any compunctions about doing that.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How do you feel?
Okay.
How did it feel to witness that?
Good.
What are you thinking?
Trevor is asking me where she is. And I tell him she's me. Okay.
Who's Trevor?
He's just one of my boys. He likes trucks. He's very shy.
That's why is he showing up right now?
He said he needed her there. And I need her here. We need her here.
Why does he need her there? Was he the boyfriend?
No. Trevor's only 5.
Okay. So why does he need her there?
Because there's already not any kids to play with.
Well, tell him he needs to go home too. It's time to go home now. What are the tears about?
I just want to stay. I just want to stay.
Stay where? Who's crying?
Nobody.
So is the little girl sad that she left the birthday party? Is that what's happening?
No. She's happy.
Okay. So who's wanting to stay? grown-up you is wanting to stay at the birthday party?
All my friends move. I don't get friends anymore. They just keep moving.
What keeps moving?
My friends.
Your friends?
You okay? You okay?
So how old are you right now?
You okay?
Talk to me, honey.
Sorry, we're all right here.
Okay.
We're all right here. No one's moving. We're all right here. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm okay, sorry.
No, just talk to me. Tell me what the tears are about.
I just thought I was moving away. Like, it just felt like I'm moving away. Like I'm moving again. Like my parents, we moved every 3 years, kind of growing up. And like,
So that's what that felt like to bring that little girl home. She felt like she was moving again.
yeah.
On a level she was, right? Yeah. So can we explain to her about the baby? I think that would make this move pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's due for a diaper change. So we get to change her diaper.
You doing okay?
Yeah. It's like, well, I'm her mom, I have to. And I was like, no, we still get to.
Mhm.
I we didn't have a baby for a long time and we really wanted one, so we get to change her diaper. Because we didn't get to change any other baby's diapers every day. We get to change hers all day, every day. We get to give her bottles all day, every day. Get to give her snacks and new foods all day, every day. Read books with her. Yeah, I really like to read. Yeah, I stopped reading after that as much. Like I used to read Harry Potter. I used to read books constantly. I'd come home every day and read. and I'd read all night. Or I'd go outside and I'd sit with my dog Junior and I'd read. He's my buddy. But then I got depressed and I just like was crying in my bedroom all the time. And I couldn't read.
That was a big hit for her. She didn't understand that.
No, because she did. She was great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm great. Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of her too.
Yeah.
All right, you okay?
Yeah, I feel together.
Feel what?
I feel together.
Good.
Not like I lost anything. I felt like I lost something for a second.
Well, because she left the party.
Yeah, but I
To
still have the good memories.
Mhm. That's why I didn't want you to lose those. Okay?
Yeah. So are good things. The snakes and the bubble gum. We need to remember those. I like those.
Yeah. So, just,
They're different. They're fun. Yeah.
and now, like, you know, you got to see how powerful she was.
And strong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tough. She's tough.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, ew, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Didn't even consider his feelings whenever she was, whenever I was concerned with what I wanted in my self-respect. And didn't even occur to me that I would need to please somebody else in order to get them to stay with me.
No,
exactly.
exactly.
It's like, no. This is not what I want.
Yeah. So to think that's not going to help you, I think that now you can look at your peeps and be like, yeah, that was pretty important.
That's a good piece.
It's a real good piece. Mm-hmm. Especially since we've been following this train, right? You know?
Yeah.
Now you're at the point where you're like going, hey, I remember that's the time I went, no. Right?
And I was safe and got what I wanted still.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he broke up with me, but maybe he needed to break up with me. That's okay.
So
We're in fifth grade.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Good for you. All right. So stay connected this time. Don't
Yes.
disappear. Okay. All right. I love you lots.
Try to remember.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Love you too.
Lots.
Bye.
Bye.